One of the most controversial things in a painting is how you start. And usually people would say you start with grayscale and paint color in, and then there's some people who say not to start with grayscale and just start with color. I pretty much always start in color because that is what I'm used to. So in this video, I decided to give grayscale a try. I started with some sketches to figure out what I was going to paint. I decided to go with a river that leads up through to a mountain. I was looking at paintings that used a similar composition. So I gathered up some reference and got to work on my painting. I know that working in grayscale would help me establish good values. Normally I only do 2 to 3 minute sketches in grayscale, but for this painting I wanted to paint the whole thing in grayscale and then color it. And that didn't go as planned, because the problem you have with painting, or in my process anyways, is I tend to paint over things and change things as I go. But that's kind of a problem I have with the painting all out in grayscale, because you're going to make changes later once you start adding color. Maybe if I spent more time on the grayscale painting, it wouldn't be as bad. But maybe it just doesn't work with my process as well. So when I had the grayscale painting finished, and I was going to color it, I thought coloring it wouldn't be so hard. But I was wrong. So my plan was to keep certain areas separate by layers, so coloring would be easier, and I could do different parts at a time. So I tried messing around with gradient maps so I could get my colors kind of in the right area. I also tried to just do some paint over in a lower opacity and then merge it down so I could build up that color as I went. But at this point, when I got partway through coloring, I was just not feeling good about it, so I just had to put it down. So then the next day I felt like, this painting's not going very good. I think I want to get rid of it and start all over. But I decided to give it some more time and work on it, try and figure out some issues. And it seemed to be going a lot better at this point. Once I got most of the colors established, it was time to finish the painting. Which I mean finishing painting is painting over stuff and changing things and just doing small little details, tweaks and stuff to that. And when I end up just nitpicking everything, that's usually when I think the painting's done. I always look at my paintings and figure there's something else that I want to do with it. And that's just something that's going to happen. But despite all the struggles I had with the painting, it was a fun painting to do. I really enjoyed the composition and how the colors came out, even though it took a little longer to figure them out. But something else I liked about the process is because it helped break down chunks of your work. You could break it down, just the composition and the values, and then do the color. So I thought that was kind of an interesting way of the process, and that's kind of the appeal to why people would do it this way. But that's kind of all I have to say about it right now. And if you made it all the way to the end, chances are you probably would watch another one of my videos, so go and subscribe. Till then, I'll see you next time. And remember, the most important thing is